Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. Bitcoin has moved into the resistance area in the last video. The price was just coming down here, and I highlighted to you that it might be worth watching this trend line for a potential bounce. And indeed, yeah, I mean, not exactly at the trend line, but this was actually the area from where we've seen a bounce. And we've now moved into the resistance area, which I communicated earlier today on Discord. And I can't remember, no, we didn't talk about it in the last video. And if we did, I probably did adjust it after the last video slightly to account for the last low, because these Fibonacci retracement areas, they always depend on the length of the previous wave. But yeah, pretty much the situation overall hasn't changed today. We're still dealing with two bearish setups on this chart. And the situation is still that possibly a B wave topped there around the 25th of August. I've got this wave 1 to the downside and the wave 2 to the upside. And another wave 1 to the downside labeled circle 1, and the wave 2 to the upside, which indeed topped where it needed to in a wave 2. And we could have started circle 3 to the downside, which could take us into the low 50K region. Then we are going to watch for a wave 4 and a wave 5 of a larger third, then another 4-5. And that can take us actually into the mid 40K region. This would be the most direct pathway that I can see here on the chart, but it depends on a few parameters. So first of all, we have an immediate resistance area that I just mentioned to you. So if the market breaks above this resistance area, and it's only micro resistance, so it could break quite easily, right? And this is defined between 58,014 and 58,483 USD. Any break above it will make it more likely that something more bullish is playing out. What could be the case then is maybe, and that's what I'm going to watch out for first, if we break above micro resistance, that a larger wave 2 is unfolding. So what does that mean? That means a more complicated wave 2 corrective rally. Wouldn't be unusual necessarily, and therefore I'm leaving the resistance area on the chart. So this one here, to which the price already reacted, that was at the 61.8 Fib level. No, that was where we had the reaction, but nothing stopping the price to reset wave 2 a little higher, yeah, circle 2, and maybe reach 60,336. So you see how relevant these parameters are, because the resistance area was respected and exactly the golden ratio level. So now we've seen a move down, but only in 3 waves. And that keeps the door open for a more extended wave 2, because we need 5 waves down to make that less likely. That's why I also highlighted in the last video that we now need to see the next 5 waves down complete to increase the likelihood that we're going down more directly. Now we don't have 5 waves down from the intraday high, as you can see. Yeah, we only have 3 waves down. One more low would be needed to make it quite clear. Obviously that we get 5 waves down. So we need 5 waves down. That would be needed to make clear that this would be wave 1 of circle 3. So I haven't labeled the entire circle wave 3, but it would pretty much be like that. 5 waves down as wave 1 of circle 3. Then we would get a wave 2, 3, 4, 5, and that's how it would ideally play out. Now, again, this would be the most direct pathway. Either we go down directly or in an extended circle 2. So, however, what happens if we break above that resistance area as well? Analysis tells us, the Elliott Wave analysis tells us, it would be potentially more bullish, but not really bullish. It would still be just an extended bearish setup that could play out. Because what could be the case if we break above the nearest resistance area, micro resistance? If we break above the one above, then we could still rally into this larger one, the upper resistance area, and it could still be a wave 2. However, please be aware that when that happens, we are falling back into the larger degree wave 2. We're falling back into this wave 2 that presumably already topped around the 29th of August. In this case, we have a 1-2-1-2, yes. Okay, that's one scenario, but could also be that this is wave 1, A overshooting B wave to the downside, and now it's forming some kind of a C wave up before we go down. not preferred at this stage, but could easily happen. That means pretty much in simple terms that there isn't, or the bulls are not going to take the lead until we break above that upper resistance area. So it really takes a break above, and I'm talking about a sustained break above 63,430 to make the bearish setups less likely. There's a lot of work for the bulls to do. Can definitely happen, but they haven't shown up yet. Okay, they need to show up, and the bears seem to be following through. But a break above each of these resistance areas will mean that the bears are running out of steam. For the bulls to really turn up, however, we need a break above the upper resistance area. That's pretty much the situation. That gives you all the parameters, and we haven't even broken, we haven't broken any resistance today. So for me, the bears are at the moment in control. Now the focus needs to be on whether the bears can form one more low here to form the next micro 5-wave pattern to the downside. That's the update about Bitcoin. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.